Hello, everyone, and welcome to the A2Z Podcast, which is obviously the beautiful AJ.
Hello.
Hello. And me, Xanator, or he'll probably call me Jordan. Just A to Z kind of sound cooler than A to J. But,
I don't know, A and J sounds pretty sweet.
well, that's what you're usually called, and it just shut up. Stupid.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I see how you really feel.
No. I'm so sorry. Sorry to hurt your feelings.
But yeah, A to Z, I mean, that
It was perfect.
encapsulates everything.
We're a variety podcast, so it works out, you know. We literally cover everything, and we love a little bit of everything.
That's right, ladies.
Ladies, he's married.
I wasn't saying anything. I was just trying to relate to our viewers out there.
But I mean, they could be married.
Maybe.
You just wanted to say hello, ladies, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. No, let the true side out. Come on.
Okay. Jeez.
But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a variety podcast, and if you don't know us, we are YouTubers, obviously, that primarily do gaming stuff, but we have a plethora of interests, either it being cars, music, sports, whatever it may be.
Ladies.
Yeah, we plan to talk about the Kardashians. It's solely a Keeping Up with the Kardashians podcast.
Oh my. I didn't sign up for that.
No, you did. You signed a waiver.
Oh.
Yeah, you did the contract last night when you were drugged up.
Oh my god.
What? Not into it?
Wow.
No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't kick one out of bed. But I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. So, this is the first episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians podcast with A to Z connection.
Oh my god.
No. So yeah. And who are you, AJ?
I am AJ,
Okay, awesome.
and if you ask anyone who I am, they'll say I'm AJ. So, no, I've been I don't even know how long I've been on YouTube. I started back in the day, doing Call of Duty stuff and all that. Like, I mean, at least, I don't know, 8, 9, 10.
I was thinking 2007 at least.
Oh, 2006 actually is when I started.
Yeah.
I remember now because so I started in 2006.
We recorded with camcorders on our TV.
Yes, I had a camera pointed at my TV on a tripod. I was recording GTA footage.
That, yeah. GTA. And you used to go as See You Looking, right?
Yeah,
Almost
my
got
old
that
channel. Yeah, my old channel used to be See You Looking. I was a Machinima Respawn director. I had like 30,000 subs at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, back then, if you would have said AJ, like, a lot of people knew who you were talking about. But then that kind of all just faded away, and I started a new channel a couple years ago, which I haven't been given a whole lot of time. But I've had life in the way, so.
Which we'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit, as to, like, why you've not been able to keep up with the channel and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, or at least in, like, the last...
So what about yourself, Xanator Jordan?
Xanator Jordan. That's my full name. Last name is Jordan. I'm the son of Michael Jordan. But,
Yes.
no, I am not the son of Michael Jordan, sadly. Not a millionaire, sadly. But, yeah, I am Xanator. I've been probably, kind of doing the same thing for about the same amount of time. We've known each other not far after we started that either.
Yeah.
And currently, I'm just known as Xanator TV in most places, but I'm sure if I say Xanator, most people understand who I am. I used to be more, like AJ said, when you said AJ, it was more well-known. I used to be more well-known in the Minecraft community because I was one of the first people to do Minecraft videos that were noticed by Notch and Mojang and everything, which was really cool. That was back in 2009 when the first versions were out. And now I still kind of do YouTube, but primarily I edit videos for other YouTubers. That's kind of my niche at this point.
That's your shtick, yo.
It's my shtick. Sean Connery, his shtick. But
Oh, by the way, just not to cut in, but today is the first day you can get breakfast at McDonald's all day.
I was talking to our friend Zach about that last night, and he mentioned it, and I was like, I'd still rather go like somewhere like Hardee's or something if I wanted breakfast from,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
either there, it's Carl's Jr. out west, and like, and that was another thing. Apparently, his is called Carl's Jr., and that starts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I guess like Oklahoma and on seems to be Carl's Jr.
Nice.
Yeah. It used to be Hardee's, he said, but yeah, that's kind of.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of odd that they would switch
Yeah.
it. I don't know. I prefer the name Hardee's personally.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to eat at Carl's.
Let's go to
Carl's Jr.
Carl,
What is
that'll
that?
hurt people. Carl,
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
Like,
no?
that doesn't even sound appetizing. Like, I'm going to go eat at Carl's.
It really doesn't. No, at all. But, yeah, in this podcast, what we're going to be doing a little bit of trivia. I've prepared this for AJ, and this one has a sports theme. Specifically, this trivia is going to be NBA player trivia. I'm going to see if he can
God.
guess who it is. I thought this would be fun.
I haven't heard any of this yet.
Yeah.
All I knew was Jordan had a test for me.
Yeah.
So
It's a bit of a quiz. I thought it would be fun.
Okay.
I made some things obvious, so I didn't make it too hard. But I was curious because I know you know a lot of NBA players, but like little things about them, may be kind of hard.
yeah,
That'd be funny though.
I'm not the NBA buff that you are, so this should be fun.
Exactly. Because if you ask me, even with some of these stuff, it still may be hard for me to be honest. But I kept it easy. So, are you ready?
I'm ready. Do we need to play the jingle?
The
The trivia jingle?
yeah. Insert jingle here.
Well, we don't have a jingle yet.
Well, I'll just
So I was going to go, this is trivia, and this is the jingle for the trivia. Let's go.
I'll auto tune it. It's fine. Watch me forget. But
Nice.
the first question for you. I believe you can do this. I believe in you, AJ.
Okay.
Do you believe?
Aaron Craft.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Should we mention this podcast also contains cursing? Probably should say that.
Oh, yeah.
It does. Okay.
Probably.
There you go. Now you know.
Yeah.
So, which NBA player did Kim Kardashian date? See,
Oh,
Kardashians.
easy. Lamar Odom. He went and stuck his face in
No.
cocaine. What?
No, Kim Kardashian.
Oh, Kim Kardashian. Oh, sorry. I'm always fixated on Khloe because she's the hottest. Kim Kardashian. She dated an NBA player?
She married him for 72 days. Or 72 hours, I think, rather.
What?
Was it 72 hours or 72 days? I don't remember. One of those. I can give you hints. Just tell me if you need them.
Oh. It was the dude that looks like you. It was Chris
There you
Humphries.
go. Yeah.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
got it. So you answered the next question. What NBA player did Khloe Kardashian date?
Oh, boom. Lamar Odom.
Yeah, you got that one. No problem.
Crack face killer.
Yeah. Sorry if you hear clicking here. I'm tallying those off so I remember. All right. Now this is where it may get a little bit hard, and hopefully
boy.
these are accurate. I found some of these kind of hard to find, and some of them were older. I'm not sure if they're up to date, but we'll see.
Okay.
I don't have too many of them, by the way. But who holds the record for the most assists in a game?
I'm gonna go with Steve Nash.
No, 90s player. I'll give you that. And also, I'll give you this because it's a bit obscure. Was a coach.
Man, I don't know. Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy
I
Bogues.
don't think he was ever a coach.
No, well, in the WNBA, I think. But okay, do you remember who the coach for the Milwaukee Bucks was a few years ago? All right, so we had to do a quick cut there due to some background noise, but the answer was Scott Skiles, who was, I believe, the coach for the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken. But apparently, you don't remember him at all.
I don't remember that name at all. I don't know who that
I
is.
think you do know him. I'm surprised. But yeah, I think he had 30 of them, by the way. 30 assists with the Magic. I
Dang.
believe. Magic in the 90s.
That's crazy.
Which I think you even watched the Magic, didn't you, in the 90s?
Yeah, I used to.
Yeah, so I guess just kind of kind of fell away.
Well, you know, yeah. He wasn't like Anthony Hardaway or Shaq.
Yeah,
so.
that is very true. He wasn't Shaq, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
All right, so this one, again, a little bit obscure, but which NBA player has a Merlin tattoo? And Merlin as in the Disney film Sword in the Stone.
Oh my goodness. I'm just going to go with the obvious guess and say Birdman.
Well, yeah, he might actually, I don't know, but
He has like a million tats.
But no, I'll give you a hint. The person is in Texas.
Texas.
You probably don't expect a tattoo on them.
Okay, so he plays for Houston or San Antonio?
Or Dallas.
Oh, crap. Yeah, or Dallas. Crap. I'm going to go with Wilson Chandler.
I think he plays for the Nuggets, doesn't he?
I don't know. He might have got traded.
I have no clue who he plays for, to be honest.
I don't know, man.
No. Okay, I can get you to here. I know I can. I know I can get
Okay.
you to know. Okay. It's San Antonio. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I'll get you that. Now, who on
Tony Parker.
Okay. Now, who on San Antonio would you expect to not, expect to be nerdy enough to have a Merlin tattoo?
Tim
There
Duncan.
you go.
He has a Merlin tattoo?
On his chest, yes.
Wow.
Like he has it
That's
hidden.
baller.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, you know what? That's going to be like the most obscure thing ever to show.
Yeah, I'm looking that up.
Yeah, do it. It's actually really funny. I'll pop a picture up on the video here for the people watching that. But
Wow, that's cool.
yeah, see. And you probably noticed I think it's a wizard essentially, but
Yeah.
you kind of notice like that image a little bit. So yeah, he has a Merlin tattoo.
That's cool.
Or, wait, maybe that's a monkey. I don't know. I can't quite see. But yeah, nonetheless, he's the one that had that, which I think is quite funny. Like he's
Yeah.
the last one I expect to have a tattoo usually.
True.
Yeah. But he does wear it seems like he would be the nerdy one because he does wear like the Punisher knee braces, and I believe he had a Deadpool one and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a crazy car collection that I want, and a garage that I want.
Yes. Yeah, me too. Jeez.
Yeah, he has an Audi R8. Oh,
Yeah. Those are awesome.
such a beautiful supercar. All right, now this one is something you may know. I don't know, but what is What is Ray Allen's real first name?
What? It's not Ray?
No.
Oh, crap.
I can give you a hint though.
It's Jesus.
No, it's not.
Last name Shuttlesworth.
I mean, I kind of take that answer to be honest, but
I'm trying to think of that movie. What was it? He Got Game? Like, don't they say his real name in that?
I'm not sure. Can't remember. I can give you a hint if you need it.
Yeah, give me a hint.
Jesse, let's cook.
Is it Walter?
Yes.
Are you serious?
It is Walter Ray Allen, I believe.
Walter
Yeah,
Ray
the only
Allen.
reason he wasn't called Walter is because his father is named Walter, and he's a junior.
Wow. That sounds like he should be a serial killer or a Unabomber or something.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, my name is Walter Ray Allen, and I shot JFK.
Either that or making meth,
Yeah.
And there's always that Walter Allen. That seems like something that would make meth.
Yeah.
I thought you would get that. I was like,
I didn't know. I thought Ray was his first name.
No. Surprising. Or Raymond or something like that you would think, but no.
Yeah, true.
It was quite surprising. All right.
Huh.
Who doesn't want to talk about practice?
Oh, Allen Iverson.
There you go. I knew you'd get that right away.
Yeah.
All right. What famous movie did Kareem Abdul-Jabbar appear in 1980?
The Air Up There.
I don't think that's the name of it.
Blue Chips. No, that was Shaq. Crap. I don't know, man. That's before my time.
I'm sure you watched it. I believe his name's Leslie Nelson.
Yeah, Leslie Nielsen, I think.
Yeah. I watched it not too long ago. It's a great movie. Hilarious.
Airplane.
There you go.
Yeah.
You did have like up there. Like I was like, kind of.
True. Yeah.
Like I don't even know what that is, but you almost had it. All right, next one. At 5'3", who was the smallest player in the NBA?
Muggsy Bogues.
You got that. You said him earlier too, so I was like, oh, he's
Yeah.
going to get that, no problem. All right. Who was the first player in NBA history to miss 5,000 free throws in his career?
Shaq.
No, before him.
Oh.
Was a Laker, I think. I might be thinking wrong, actually. Wait, no, he was a 76er.
Hint.
Let's see. There's a famous picture of him running track. 60s.
60s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
Who was the first one to score 101 points or 100 and some points? I know you got it.
Crap. I know this.
He's on stilts, and stilts rhymes with his name.
Wilt
There you
Chamberlain.
go.
Yeah. So he missed
5,000 free throws. Apparently, he was notoriously bad at free throw shooting. Didn't know that.
Dang.
I also don't think he played for the Lakers. I think I was confusing him and Kareem.
Oh, yeah.
I think he played
Okay.
for... I think he only played for the 76ers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. So, next question. I've got two more left.
Okay.
Which team won the very first NBA championship in 1950?
The
Do, 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 do.
Utah Jazz.
No. They're famous for winning championships.
Los Angeles Lakers.
There you go. Well, I don't know if it was Los
I
Angeles.
was going to
at the time,
say that.
actually.
Right.
Might
Yeah.
be Minneapolis.
But I thought it was too obvious. Yeah, Minneapolis
Or
Lakers.
it might be something different. I don't know. But yeah,
Dang.
you are. I mean, you're sort of there. So I just put Lakers. I don't know what actual city it was at
Nice.
that point. It might have,
Lakers.
It could have been like Great Rapids. I don't know.
That's all that matters. Lakers.
Yeah. Did they? No. All right. Now the final question, the hardest question.
Oh, boy.
Who is the sexiest NBA free agent?
Oh, my God.
What?
Well, if I say the wrong answer, you're going to make me guess the right one anyway, so I'll just say Jordan Thacker.
Goddamn straight, motherfucker. Woo!
You're welcome. Jeez.
What?
Nothing. Perfect question.
Yeah. I mean, I think that went well. You did better than I thought, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, me too. I thought I was going to bomb it.
Yeah, I knew you would say Shaq on the free throws one because I think anyone would. I mean,
Yeah.
like, he was notoriously bad.
Right, and he's more from our
Time.
generation.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't watch Wilt.
Right.
I don't even know if I watched. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was way out before I was around 2. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, or at least his last few years. But yeah, Wilt Chamberlain. I think he might have even died before I was born, to be honest.
I
I'm
think
not sure.
so.
Let's see. Wilt Chamberlain. He died. Oh no, he died in 1999. So I was actually about 7. So 7
Wow.
or 8. That's surprising, actually. Let me also. I want to fact check here. Let's see. Not first NBA championship, which it might have not actually been 1950, because I think it might have actually been 1947, perhaps. The dates were kind of wonky on what I was looking at, but I'm not sure. Oh, I see. So what it was is there was the BAA, which was the original basketball before the NBA.
Yeah.
That was from 1947 to 1949. Then in 1950, they became the NBA, and the first one was the Minneapolis Lakers. So,
Okay.
Oh, in 1951, the Rochester Royals. Didn't know they ever had a team.
Oh, sweet.
That's pretty crazy, actually. And St. Louis had a team.
That's cray-cray.
Cray.
That's cray-crayer than a bowl of oatmeal, girl.
Speaking of basketball,
Just
what?
just like our podcast. Cray-crayer than a bowl of oatmeal.
It's crazy, baby. Ooh. But yeah, since we're in the basketball mood, I wanted to talk about, and since we play games, that's like one of our big things, I wanted to talk about NBA 2K16, specifically My Career. Like, I'll be honest, how much of the story part of it have you seen? And by the way, this is spoilers to people who...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, so apologize. Feel free to skip ahead if you need.
Yeah, this is where we play the spoiler alert jingle. Pew, pew, spoiler. Okay.
Glad you did that.
You're welcome. I've played through the entire Spike Lee story.
Oh, so you're in the second season now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Which, the second season, it's amazing. I actually really enjoyed the second season. I wish it was
me
the
too.
first season.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It just...
The entire Spike Lee production first season is absolute rubbish.
It is cringeworthy. Like, all the way through. And
frequency vibrations.
yeah, and the worst part is, even in the second season, even when you get to change your name, because I'm usually Money. I don't know why I'm Money, but that's why I usually choose. Even when you're there, like, they'll still, like, Shaq and everyone in the beginning will still call you Freak. I'm just like, really?
Yeah, everybody still calls you Freak. Like, I switched all mine to T.
Yeah.
And nobody ever uses that name.
The only one
ever.
that does is the PA announcer. Like, if you have it loud enough to actually finally hear it, you'll hear him say it, and it's just like, well, great.
It's so stupid. And the whole freaking entire Spike Lee story, like, I'd like to make my own decisions there, but he made his own movie out of it, and he makes all the bad decisions. Like, I would have cut Vic in the first week. Like,
real.
get out of my life.
Like, he was cancerous, essentially. Like, you don't want him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you're, like, sticking up for him and trying to call him and all this stuff. I was like, really?
Yeah,
Why?
he's my boy. And then, like, you
boy.
get cut from the team because you wouldn't let him go. And, like, spoiler alert again. But, fuck, it's so stupid.
Yeah, it is absolutely terrible.
It really made me angry.
Yeah, I was getting annoyed, like, to where I was physically, like, I could punch my monitor right now.
Yeah.
I'm getting bad right now. I need a break. And
yeah, like, it was bad.
Okay, and on the NBA 2K subreddit, people going crazy, and I was like, okay, am I adopted? Because you have two African-American parents, or I assume African-American, and I made my dude, I'm mixed for the most part, and I made my dude pretty tan, but I look so out of place, and I have a twin sister who is also African-American, grew up in the projects in Harlem. Like, it feels less, like, like farthest away of what I would have chosen.
Right. Right. Yeah. And I get that Spike Lee made this whole story himself, and, like, we're playing the story he made. I get it, but I don't want to do that. I want to be, like, I'm the whitest motherfucker ever, and it's like, here's your twin sister Cece, and she's, like, not a twin. Like, that could never happen, ever.
You're adopted.
And, yeah, apparently I'm adopted, but I have a twin.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
Although, my girlfriend was pretty hot. What's her name? Yvonne or whatever?
Yvette.
Yvette?
Ooh, yeah, something like that.
Buddy.
Yeah. I was into that. Fat for like 8 minutes straight.
Me too.
Only 8, though. That's all I got.
Yeah, I went about 8.5.
Yeah, same. I mean, we did it at the same time, so.
But I'm glad that we both share the disgust in the first season of 2K16, My Career, because that was so bad.
It wouldn't have been as bad if they didn't, say, be the story, and also if they gave you a choice to stay in the college like another year, because they acted like it was going to give you a choice.
Yeah. It's like, you need to sleep on it and make the choice, and then you wake up and you go freaking 19th in a draft or whatever, and it's so stupid.
I went 5th, but yeah.
Shut up.
But it was saying, like, even for you, it was saying that you were going to be a lottery pick, essentially, right?
Well, yeah. It was like, Dom Pagnotti is like, yes, I can guarantee you're going first overall pick.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And the next day, it like starts the draft without me pressing any buttons at all. And I'm like, oh, this must be some sort of cutscene because I didn't say go to the draft.
Yeah.
But no, it was my draft, and I got picked like 15th or 19th or whatever. And
Just sitting there and like, guys,
yeah,
please.
it's like, oh, thanks, Spike Lee.
Yeah. Oh man, it was bad. As soon as it passed the third one, I was like, "Oh, is this going to be a story like you go undrafted again or something?" I'm like, I don't know. But man, it was bad. And then they tried to make it like, really emotional with the Vic dying and everything.
Right.
I watched that entire cutscene. I was just like,
Honestly, I skipped that cutscene, and then I got into the first game after that cutscene, and it was like, well, we'll see how he'll do since his best friend passed away over the summer, and I'm like, oh, bye-bye, Vic.
like they did have an emotional thing, and I watched all of it. Honestly, it did make me like have feelings that I don't like, but it was just they made him out as a misunderstood person and like all this and that, but it was so bad. Did you listen to the conversation with him in the car with you?
Where he was like the rapper?
Yes, but after
Yeah.
that. Like where he talks about you
Yeah.
pushing that dude down the stairs and like I think killing him or something like that, essentially.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
I don't know if he actually got hurt or just got hurt.
Yeah, I don't know.
They left it kind of vague. And then he's like, you owe me and all this shit. I'm just like, I would have pushed him out of the car, full speed.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, man, that was so stupid. It was.
Yeah, so bad. Basquiat's in the house.
Okay, let's go to the next thing.
Basquiat's. Like, who even has a MC named Boss Key Yachts? Wow, spelled with all those money signs, too.
It's like Kesha or Kes, key,
Yeah.
dollar sign.
Yeah. Basquiat's. Okay, yeah, I hate that game. Well, I hate the first season of my career.
Yeah.
The game is cool.
Yeah, the second one's great, and we played my team last night. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's something. So
On that subject, I really do love that you can make your own logos and arena and uniforms in my team now.
yeah, you can go all Toon
yeah.
Squad, or you can have
Yes.
Batman emblem, whatever you want. It's really
Monstars, Toon, anything.
Monstars, yeah. Oh, we
awesome.
gotta do Toon Squad versus Monstars. You know it.
Oh, of course.
I got Michael Jordan on the team, so
Yeah, asshole.
I paid a lot for it. Let's not talk about it. You had to pre-order like $80 or more, so
Yeah.
probably wasn't worth it. But whatever.
Worth it.
Yeah. I don't know about that. We'll see. So yeah, the next thing I actually want to talk about, since we're like kind of on the sports kick, which a lot of this podcast in general will probably be about on occasions. I kind of wanted to talk about maybe like a few sports stories we may have. I know you played football, and
Yeah.
I played basketball and a bit of football, but that like was something I quit very shortly after.
Yeah.
But I figured we'd talk about it. I mean, you've had like 83,000 concussions from it, so
Yeah.
and scar tissue.
Well,
apparently.
I grew up playing. I actually grew up playing baseball mostly since from like just talking like until I could play t-ball. Like
Yeah.
as soon whatever age that is. I think they start you at 5.
Yeah, I think it's about what
All
it
the
is.
way up to high school. I played baseball.
Wow.
I started football. I didn't start football that young. I started football more like middle school age and up through high school. So I played both at the same time.
Know that.
But I'd say baseball was my favorite. I was a pitcher.
Yeah.
And it was just fun, and I could hit the ball, and I mean that just makes it amazing.
Yeah,
But
that's like the best feeling ever when you actually hit it.
yes,
Give it like a good
Yeah.
wallop and it goes, goes pretty far out.
Yep, I remember my first home run. Man, it was little league,
Yeah.
and I just knocked it out over the fence, and my parents were going nuts, and I was going nuts. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, I probably forget
But,
to run the bases at that point.
yeah.
I don't-
It was cool.
I don't think I ever hit a home run. Like I did play a little bit, but it was like more of a recreational type of thing where we just met up as friends. It wasn't like a little league sort of deal.
Yeah.
And we done that in kickball, which I love kickball. I always loved.
Oh
that
yeah,
as a kid.
kickball's sweet.
But yeah, I don't think I ever really got to where I could hit it pretty consistently. like very well at all.
It takes a lot of practice, and when you're doing it for years and years.
We're talking about practice.
So, practice. I used to play in a rec league softball.
Oh yeah.
And it was with one of my friends from high school, and we were both bigger dudes, and we would just crush the softball every time because it was slow pitch. I mean, it was like going up there and having batting practice, and it was just a home run every time. But I love softball just because of that.
Yeah, that would be.
But no, just on the football subject, basically. But on the football subject, I did have like 83 million thousand quadrillion concussions.
Yeah, you had. I know you've told me so many times about how you had them, and like your mom always worried about them. And I remember there on Facebook or something like that, you posted something about like one of your last concussions you had, and your mom was like talking about your football times. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I was cleaning out one of my closets, and I found some paperwork from the ER of one of my last concussions, and I posted it, and she was like, "Yeah, probably shouldn't have had you playing that much football."
Yeah, really. And oh man, we'll talk a little bit later how football may have actually, done something to your stomach.
Yes, yeah.
So there's always that.
It's crazy.
Which I assume it's football, probably.
Yeah, it had to be. I don't know.
I actually have my story is a little. Well, I was gonna say less glamorous, but to be honest, like concussions, not glamorous at all. But obviously I, played in the CBA and ABA and stuff like that. But, and I mean, I consider myself nowadays to be really good. But back in middle school, specifically 7th grade, that was the first time I actually tried out properly for a team. And this was a point when I was a kid that I was asthmatic, like really bad. And it was the first time and the last time I think I ever failed a tryout. Like I failed the tryout and didn't make the team.
Oh wow!
Yeah, even like the team that's like never really gets into the games. Because they would have like sections like for 8th graders, 7th graders, 6th graders, and I didn't make any of those at all. Like they had a great like a team A, B, C, and then I think even like a D team.
Wow!
I made them, or at least that year.
You're talking basketball at this point, right?
Yeah, this was basketball. And oh god, I remember like when we were trying out, I was like, this was my first legit tryout for me, and I'd always played basketball at home and against people, and I was like, this should be pretty easy, but I wasn't prepared for like being coached. Like I didn't expect that. Like how they'd yell and try to make you do things. Like I was expecting, this is 7th grade, and I'm sure the coach is nice and it's gonna be fun.
Right?
No, he took it way too seriously. And like we were doing this one drill where you get on the free throw line, and like everyone takes their spot, and you pass the ball in a zigzag pattern. And I accidentally passed to the wrong person just because I was so fucking nervous, and I had anxiety and everything. And I ended up passing to the wrong person, and I laughed about it and said sorry. And he like got on to me like you would not believe about laughing about it. Like, I was like, what the fuck, help. My dad ended up beating him up.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm kidding. He came to school and like it was bad. I told him what happened because he came and picked me up, and it did not go well. But like we had to do drills where we ran full court, did a layup on one side, grabbed the ball, ran it all the way down to get into a layup. And where I was asthmatic, I was like the entire time, didn't have an inhaler. And so for the last like maybe 45 minutes of the tryout, I just laid on the benches because I was like, well, I'm done already. I can't do this. So that was actually my big kicker when I eventually got like asthma fixed and all that stuff. But that was still like, those stories when you think about it and it makes you feel embarrassed many years later.
Yeah.
That's my biggest one.
Nice.
Like thinking back to that and seeing his face, like when he got angry at me and everything, I'm just like,
yeah.
And it's one thing that makes me angry because I want to punch him in the face.
I was trying to think back of like an embarrassing story I had. I think I have some badass stories, but I think the only embarrassing thing I can think of is one time I crushed this ball, and I was always a little slower than everybody else because I was always built like just I don't have the body for running. I have the body for hitting people and building muscle.
Yeah.
But so I was running around. I crushed this ball, and it went out into the corner of the outfield.
Mm-hmm.
I made it to third base, and I wanted to stop. But my base coach was like, you got this, like trying to send me for an in-the-park home run.
Yeah.
So I kept running. The ball came into the catcher.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, crap. And I wanted to hit him. I wanted to truck him, Yeah. But I was like, I don't know if they'd allow that. I didn't want to get in trouble. So, I went to kind of truck him, but then I decided I should just do a regular slide.
Yeah.
So I was kind of this awkward in-between. This is all happening within seconds.
Yeah.
So, I tried to go down for a regular slide after I was already gearing up to truck the guy. And then, I came right down on my knee, boom, and, didn't slide at all. I just tumbled. And, it was high school ball. And, all the high school, my peers were, on the bleachers watching and laughing. And
Jesus.
so I, tumbled across the plate, and I got out. And I just, got up, and I was like, oh, my God, what just happened? So I just kind of put my head down and went back to the dugout.
Oh, Jesus. I would have been so much worse. I don't think I've ever successfully slided onto a base either. I always stop maybe a half a foot in front of it or more.
Yeah.
It's oh, that's not what I planned. Crap. Yeah, I have a lot of definitely cool stories. I played in the ABA, and even the coach that was there, his name was Mr. Newsom, and he came out to it, and that was a game that ended up going off pretty well.
Nice.
And him and my high school coach came as well, and I ended up going off pretty well. I had somewhere right around 20 some points, and I ended up getting a dunk over a guy who was about 7'3" or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm still friends with the guy I dunked on. I actually made friends with him after dunking on him, which is surprising because I would never be friends with someone who dunked on me. Because I would, I know me, I never let him live it down. So there's that. But yeah, that was probably one of the more prized moments of it all. Finally,
nice.
Doing something, kind of redeeming myself for that.
Yeah.
And plus, even in 7th grade, I honestly thought I was going to be chosen just for the fact I was tall, because I was still maybe 6 inches to a foot taller than everyone in my grade. But no, nope, I couldn't even run the court. So
yeah, I tried out for my basketball team in middle school, and I was the only white kid on the court, so I didn't make it.
Oh, fair enough. To be fair,
so I played soccer instead.
Oh, soccer, nice.
Yeah,
you kind of grew up in the ghetto too, so that didn't help.
Oh yeah.
You went to an inner city school and all that.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel you. But soccer, I didn't know this.
Yeah, I played soccer in middle school. I was a fullback, and I just stayed on our side of the field and helped keep the ball away.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I played soccer for about half a semester, a semester, before Christmas started, essentially, and I was the goalie, but I got so bored of it because our team was actually so good that they couldn't bring the ball to me, so I was never stopping anything, and I got so bored that I was just I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah.
The funny part is the goalie that replaced me now plays overseas.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he plays overseas, plays for German team, I believe, over there. Yeah. So I helped him. You're welcome, Jonathan.
Nice.
You are welcome. But yeah, I know you played soccer. That's actually pretty cool. I like soccer.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
So, speaking, we were speaking about the football, and I said that that's going to kind of lead into something else in the future here. And you actually, this is one of your first times you've been. Well, it's probably your third time that I've talked to you since. You've actually had a surgery.
Yes.
A big crazy man. I don't know why I say crazy man, but whatever.
Right.
But yeah, you had gastric sleeve, right?
Yeah, vertical sleeve gastrectomy.
Gastrectomy. That sounds like you're getting gassed. I don't know. Sounds like a weird way to die type of thing.
Pretty much. I pretty much am dying right now.
Yeah, of hunger? Or...
Yes.
Yeah. like you were saying, doesn't change the mentality part of it. That's the hard part.
Right, that is extremely difficult. So, just to preface the entire surgery, in high school, in football, a teammate of mine thought it would be funny to run full bore, full speed into my back when I wasn't expecting it. We were all walking to the water fountain. Excuse me, hold on. Whew. Okay, sorry. We were all walking to the water fountain, and he thought it'd be funny to just run full speed into my back, which then knocked vertebrae in my back out of alignment. I could never afford to go to a chiropractor or anything to fix it, so I just kind of stopped being active, but I kept eating the same amount because, when you're working out, I was playing all those sports.
Yeah.
I'm eating, a few thousand calories a day at least, but I'm staying so active that I was staying fit.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I can't be active because it freaking hurts, and I'm still eating like I used to, so I just kept putting on weight. So then I go to college, and I'm still putting on weight, can't do much, eating the same amount, whatever, getting
Plus
heavier
the
and
stress
heavier.
of college.
Right, plus college.
Freshman
You always
15.
put on more weight in college.
Yeah. All that.
And then straight out of college, like, I had no downtime. It was like straight out of college, I didn't even graduate yet, and I got into a desk job, an IT job. So there you go, desk job. I was there for 8 years, just kept getting bigger and bigger. So now I've been at my new company for almost 2 years, where I have really good insurance, and I can finally do something about my health. Because that was like the main factor. I couldn't afford it. Insurance wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But now I'm at this awesome company. Insurance is great. So I got this surgery covered, and it was the vertical sleeve. And the vertical sleeve, they actually go in and they cut off like 3/4 of your stomach. Yeah. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. Yeah. And I've been off work for 2 or 3 weeks right now. I'll probably go back in another 2 weeks, and just dealing with this entire diet, and like right now it's all liquid and pureed stuff, and it yeah, it's as appetizing as it sounds.
Yeah, you've sent me a few pictures of them, like, oh, that looks great.
Yeah. So not only that, but in my head I'm still like, oh, I freaking love cheeseburgers and pizza, but I can't have it. And then you're sitting there watching TV, and that's all they show on TV is freaking cheeseburgers. And
yeah, that's killer. Especially when they have like Papa John's commercials too. For me, where I love pizza so much, it's like,
oh my god,
please stop, please.
Yes, dude.
It's like the worst thing ever. And when you were in your surgery, they found some scar tissue, and not the red hot chili pepper song.
Yeah, so when they were going in there to cut my stomach off, she said the surgery took longer because they found scar tissue in my stomach. And I'm like, what? Like, I've never had any surgery before. I've never even broken a bone that I went to the hospital for. I've like broken a finger, but like, whatever.
You let it heal itself, so.
Yeah. And I've never been put under, like, nothing like that. And she's like, you've never had anything done in your stomach? I'm like, no. And she's like, well, it has to be from football then. So somehow I got scar tissue in my stomach from football.
I mean, you take some heavy impacts sometimes in the stomach, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I have scar tissue on my shoulder from just being, like, hitting it and falling on it and stuff like that during basketball. So, I mean, kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Some, like, all around my joints and stuff like that, too. But, it's like football, you get hit fucking hard. Even in high school, it's not good for you usually.
Definitely.
Yeah. But
so that was a interesting discovery.
Yeah, I'm sure that's just being told, oh yeah, it took longer because you had all this scar tissue. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah. Huh?
One thing I did want to ask you actually is, I don't know if I asked you this, but what did you think about being put under? Like,
It was awesome.
I told you, because like they'll basically say, or at least mine have always said, this is the only time you can do this legally.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It's a weird feeling though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, definitely.
And you don't really fall asleep. You just kind of go away at some point, and then you wake up later. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it was for
exactly.
me. Like, you don't actually know when you fell asleep, and you don't know what's going on when you wake up, and it's kind of like a lot of people have panic attacks when they wake up because of that, or like you know, shock or whatever it may be. Like the most recent thing I had done was my wisdom teeth, and they did gas, I believe, and IV. Like they did a mixture, or maybe the oxygen was in my face. I don't know. They did something. I know I was breathing in something weird though.
Yeah.
But I think the IV was monitoring me. But yeah, I essentially just like was there. I remember looking and talking to someone, and I remember my speech getting kind of slow, and then all of a sudden I just woke up and I was done. Actually, I woke up in the middle of the surgery because they didn't give me enough for my height and size.
Oh jeez.
So I woke up to them like tugging and using my lip as leverage, and it hurt. Like it didn't hurt because my face was numb, except my lip. It was hurting because they were like smashing it between their hands and my teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up falling back asleep because they just injected me with more stuff or whatever. But it was pretty crazy. And apparently during the surgery they didn't put the IV in my arm properly, so it ballooned up like super huge. So I woke up with like ice packs all over me, or either ice or heat ones. I don't know. Some type of compressions, and like I don't remember all this, but apparently they were like panicking and everything. I'm just like, okay, well, I wasn't there for it, don't care.
Right.
As long as I'm good now, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of odd. How long did your surgery actually take?
It took about 3 hours.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine took
and they had like this tool, which it still hurts today. It's so sore.
Mm-hmm.
They made this big cut where they put this tool in there that held my liver up out of the way, because your liver sits on top of your stomach.
Yeah.
And that tool, I guess, was putting a bunch of pressure on my ribs as well for that entire 3 hours. So
like bruised it a little bit or something.
Yeah.
That would make sense with the pain you're having. Like bruised ribs, they fucking hurt. It's real bad. And,
yeah.
And also popping your ribs while trying to suck your own dick. It's terrible.
Hey! I mean...
Well, that's what you said I did to mine.
Done that. But yeah, exactly. That's exactly how you hurt your rib.
Yeah, that's exactly how I did it. Oh, man, that was bad. Getting it reset, worst feeling. Well, I would say it's the worst feeling, but no, kidney stone's still way past that.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
You've heard me have kidney stone. We'll talk about that sometime.
Yes. Yes.
But, yeah, so you're done with your surgery. I mean, you are definitely a lot better now than you were, like, a week or two ago. Like,
yeah.
If you guys heard him, you wouldn't even hear him a week ago.
No, I'm getting a little better every day.
Yeah.
Took a little walk yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, so things are going good. It's just the getting over the whole diet portion. That's the hard part.
Yeah, and speaking of diet portions, good transition. We've actually, both of us have gotten into, or, well, you're about to, I assume, and I guess you do have your stuff kind of in containers, don't you?
Yeah, definitely doing that.
Yeah, so we've gotten into meal prepping, which is a thing that, no matter what shape you're in, is pretty much a great thing to do, and a lot of people, even that, bulk or bodybuilders and such like that, they still use this as well. But essentially, you have these meal prep containers, or just, fucking Glad containers, whatever you want to do, and you make all your meals for the week on Sunday. And I've been doing that for this makes my second week, and it's actually really impressive and quite great. I gotta say.
Yeah, it's a good way to keep your intake in check, your calories, all that. You just come up with a meal and, a few meals, and then make them all on Sunday, and then boom, you're good for the week.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go through what I had last week, and I'll talk about this week, but last week I had salsa chicken, which was incredibly good, and then I had turkey meatloaf for my lunch, and oh my god. That's like my favorite thing. I could eat that every meal, every day. I found out it's really, really good. And And then for breakfast, I don't actually prep my breakfast, because when I'm making eggs, I can control my intake of eggs a lot easier than I can anything else. Because, like, 2 to 3 eggs, or 4, depending on what I'm doing, is enough for me, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Like this morning, I had where I went to the gym and I burned almost 1,000 calories. I got a cup of rice and some eggs, because rice is great carbohydrates that help you recharge, and eggs is amazing protein, and they're so delicious.
Yes.
So good. So yeah, that's what I've been rolling with. And this week I have baby back ribs that I pulled all the stuff off the bone, which are okay. I had my first one last night. It tastes really good, but I don't know, it has a few bits that are kind of like chewy and crunchy, and then, like, they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So that's one of the issues, but it's still really good. And then my other thing is jambalaya. First time I've ever had jambalaya, and I replaced the rice with quinoa, which last week was the first time I ever had quinoa. Very, very good. I was very surprised with it. Which I think last week is the first time you had quinoa as well, just a little bit different.
Yeah, I had quinoa in form of baby food. Yay me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so my meal prep, let me just pull up my schedule here. Every day in the morning, I have 1 cup of 1% milk with a scoop of whey protein powder. Then that's at 6 a.m. At 9 a.m., I have 3 ounces of yogurt. At 12 p.m., I have a pureed meal. Usually it's like Chef Boyardee ravioli or something, or tuna salad. But I get half a cup of that pureed. And then 3 p.m., I get half a cup of, like, cottage cheese and fruit. And then 6 p.m., half a cup, this is the dinner, half a cup of, like, a, same thing, whatever I had for lunch.
Yeah.
And then at 8 p.m., I get a tablespoon of peanut butter.
It's like your crazy go-to-bed snack. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
Which, oh, man. Did you say a teaspoon or a tablespoon?
Tablespoon.
Okay, I was going to say a teaspoon is just teasing. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, that is my meal plan for... I think I'm going to be on that, unless my doctor tells me this week that I can start trying other new stuff. I'll be on that for a couple more weeks.
Man,
yeah,
that's crazy. What are you planning to do after that? Like, what type of recipes are you looking at?
I don't know. I think after that I can get into, like, soft foods, but not quite like red meats or anything, or like tough meats. Yeah. So I'm not real sure
chili
yet,
would be
but.
Good.
Yeah, chili would be awesome.
Chili.
And especially, like, if I don't have to puree it anymore, and I can, like, throw a couple crackers in there.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, just softer stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you have chili. I mean, I don't know if you like that yogurt or not, but that's still, like, a good breakfast, really.
Yeah, like it's not bad.
Yogurt or anything like that.
Yep.
And eggs, still soft food. So
yes.
Like, you're not really a big breakfast person either, are you?
No, I never used to eat breakfast, but
that's going to be the thing you'll have to adjust to, even when working.
Right.
It's going to be interesting.
Yep.
You have to, like, eat at, like, 6 a.m., I guess, or something like that, won't you? Or earlier, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, but, all part of it. All part of it, girl.
For sure. It's a huge lifestyle change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, a lot of people will think it's just, like, diet and then you're done, but good God, no.
No. You have to be ready and willing to change everything.
Yeah. But, that surgery was, like, probably the biggest step of it all now, though.
Right. Yeah. Now it's just adjusting my diet, which I have to do out of necessity, because if I try to eat anything else, it just
puke in the shower.
My
for
body
about 8
completely
hours.
rejects it. Yeah, exactly. I've told you about that. And then, like, once I'm fully healed enough to start working out, I have to get in a good routine there, which is going to be tough, but I'm ready for it. So,
luckily, with working out, you can literally do, like, anything you do is better than what you have done. So, I mean, you're progressing nonetheless, and as long as you're eating healthy, you'll still lose weight. So that's the great part.
Yeah.
Like, you can take your days off. So,
right. And like they say, like, if you're up doing something, you're lapping everyone on the couch. So
exactly. And on that bombshell,
boom,
had to do
boom, dropping knowledge on the A to Z podcast.
Yeah, and I did Top Gear, on that bombshell at the end there. Perfect.
Yes.
I am Jeremy Clarkson, AMA. But this has been the A to Z podcast. We hope you enjoyed. About an hour long or so, which is pretty impressive. I think we did pretty well.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I had enough topics.
I'm about to pass out.
That's funny.
I am fresh off surgery, you know.
Well, whatever. You wanted to do this.
Yes, it was awesome. I'm glad to finally get the first one underway, and they're only going to get better from here out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We don't know when the next one will be, but we'll try to do one soon, I'm sure. I'll gather some topics. Maybe I'll see if AJ wants to, get his trivia on and ask me a few questions next time.
Oh, yeah.
See how that goes. I'm a little bit worried about what you're going to do, especially if you do something like, either celebrities or football or baseball or something. I'm never going to know.
Porno trivia. You'll get them all right.
Well, yeah. You're not wrong. We'll know every answer and be able to give you videos, anything. I'm there.
Yes.
But yeah, this has been A to Z Podcast. Thank you very much for watching. And like I said, we'll be back soon, hopefully. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Goodbye. This has been A to Z. Come back next time. Yeah.
Goodbye,
Perfect.
everybody.